Vice President Chen, Minister without Portfolio Deng, Deputy Minister Lee, Ambassador James Moriarty, Director Kim Moy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of Ministry of Health and Welfare of Taiwan, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to Taiwan and to the International Training Workshop. In the recent years, mosquito-borne diseases such as dengue, chikungunya, and Zika virus disease have spread rapidly across the globe, with large-scale Zika outbreaks occurring in the Americas. Since these diseases are transmitted by the same type of mosquito, and infected individuals experience similar symptoms, Taiwan has been strengthening our preparedness and response efforts against these diseases, and has established a national-level institute for vector-borne disease research in South Taiwan. I'm pleased to announce that all participants will get to visit the institute on April 28th. Since infectious diseases do not respect boundaries, globalization spurs the speed and frequency of spread of infectious diseases more than ever before. A crisis anywhere may easily and soon become a problem everywhere. Taiwan will continue to strengthen our bilateral and multilateral cooperation with other countries, particularly our counterparts in Asia-Pacific and Southeast Asian regions, to enhance the regional core capacities to tackle emerging infectious diseases. Finally, I wish all a fulfilled training and enriched experience learning and sharing with one another. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Chen. Now please welcome our Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Leo Lee, as he delivers his remarks.
Vice President Chen, Minister without Portfolio Jiang Deng, Minister Chen, Ambassador Moriarty, Director Moy of AIT, member of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's an honor for me to attend today's commencement ceremony. First of all, on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I would like to welcome all the participants, trainers, and lecturers for coming to Taiwan for the event. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the organizers, Taiwan Center for Disease Control and AIT Taipei Office, for making this event possible. This workshop is the fourth public health project that Taiwan and the United States jointly held under the Global Cooperation and Training Framework, GCTF in short, which was launched in June 2015. Over the past decades, Taiwan and the United States have built very close ties in areas of economy, security, and people-to-people exchanges. Since 2015, the GCTF provides a platform which enables Taiwan and the U.S. to expand our cooperation multilaterally to other areas of importance, such as empowerment of women, green energy, and so on. And as a responsible member of the international community, Taiwan is committed to working with the United States and other like-minded countries to further advance human welfare in various fields. As we all know, disease knows no national boundary, so global cooperation is key to ensure public health safety. Therefore, I hope this workshop can not only serve as a forum for sharing information and experiences, in combating infectious diseases in various regions, but also help to build an expert network for public health. It is also hoped that through close networking and cooperation, we can achieve the goal of the attainment by all people of the highest possible level of health, as enshrined in the Constitution of the World Health Organization. In closing, I wish the workshop a great success and all participants a wonderful stay in Taiwan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vice Minister Lee. Please welcome Director of American Institute in Taiwan, Mr. Kim Moy, to the stage.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. My good friend, Vice President Chan, Minister Chan, Minister Deng, John Deng, Vice Minister Lee, Leo Lee, along with all our distinguished guests. 大家早安. Good morning, everybody. We are very honored to have Vice President Chen here today and so many high-level officials to open this training course. Their presence signifies the importance we all place on the work you are doing here. Let me extend our appreciation to the Taiwan Centers for Disease Control, Director General Dr. Zhou, and his team, as well as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And to all of our expert guests from other shores, all of you here today, welcome and thank you for being a part of this important effort. This is the fourth public health program we have held under the U.S.-Taiwan Global Cooperation and Training Framework, otherwise known, as Leo said, the GCTF, or in AIT I just call it GCTF, which is an easier way of saying it, right? Since the GCTF launched in June 2015, the United States and Taiwan have jointly held training workshops on MERS, the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, in August 2015, dengue fever in November 2015, and Zika in April 2016. These GCTF training courses all built upon our earlier collaboration to fight the Ebola outbreak in Africa. Taiwan, in response to that horrible tragedy, donated funds and protective equipment to international relief efforts and later partnered with the United States to host a regional Ebola training workshop here in Taiwan. It was this experience that gave rise to awareness in the United States and Taiwan that we could be natural partners in addressing these kinds of global challenges. Once again, the United States and Taiwan are partnering under the GCTF with all of you here today to address a pressing regional and global threat. No one in the global community is immune to the spread of mosquito-borne viruses such as dengue, Zika, and chikungunya. One or all of these viruses have reached the communities of all of those assembled in this room. Compounding the challenge of taking quick action to protect vulnerable populations and prevent the spread of these diseases is that these viruses all display similar symptoms. That makes your job as health professionals even harder. We are pleased to work with Taiwan CDC to share information on these mosquito-borne viruses and best practices in accurately diagnosing them with our friends and colleagues from around the world this week. A special thank you to our colleagues from the Armed Forces Research Institute of Medical Sciences who traveled here from Thailand to share their experiences and research in mosquito-borne viral diseases. We deeply appreciate the contributions of all the medical experts from around the world who are with us today. To our visitors, I applaud the great work that all of you are doing in your respective countries to fight these pandemics and other public health threats. We know that you have demanding schedules at home, and we are glad you set aside time to come and participate in this workshop. Like all other global challenges, the response to mosquito-borne viruses will require exactly this kind of concerted, broad international effort. We are delighted to have with us today Ambassador James Moriarty. Jim is a good friend of mine. Earlier I had mentioned that since the dengue virus has hit Hawaii now, which is where Jim is from, the next conference we'll have to host in Hawaii maybe. but Jim, as you know, is our AIT chairman, and he signs all of the checks. And so he said, like, I'll do it. I'll say the translation in Chinese: 心有余而预算不足. So anyway, for all those who don't speak Chinese, we'll get to you later with a translation. Anyway, my good friend, Ambassador Jim Moriarty. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Moy. Let's welcome Chairman of American Institute in Taiwan, Ambassador James Moriarty.
Thank you, Kim, for that very kind introduction. And 我们都有同感，预算不足。Vice President Chen, Minister Deng, Vice Minister Lee, friends from Taiwan, and those who have traveled to Taiwan from all over the Asia-Pacific region, and indeed from other parts of the world, good morning. 大家早安. It is my great pleasure to be with you today to help open this workshop on public health held under the joint U.S.-Taiwan Global Cooperation and Training Framework, otherwise known as GCTF, and under the auspices of AIT and TECRO. We consider the GCTF, I got to go back to GCTF, but anyhow, thank you for helping me on that, Kim. We consider GCTF one of the signature programs in the U.S.-Taiwan relationship, built on our long history of strong cooperation. As like-minded democracies with decades of close ties, it is only natural that the United States and Taiwan seek to jointly address emerging global and regional challenges that know no borders. So, in June 2015, the American Institute in Taiwan and the Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office established this program. And I'm proud to be here today as we approach its second anniversary. Through GCTF, we share and promote best practices to help experts, such as all of you in attendance, build capacities in your home countries to tackle issues that cross borders and affect the daily lives of your families. In our increasingly connected world, the biggest challenges will only be solved through international cooperation. The GCTF has been a resounding success in its first 2 years, with 6 workshops held in Taiwan focused on public health, energy efficiency, women's empowerment, and e-commerce. Dozens of experts, government officials, and civil society leaders from around the Asia and Pacific region visited Taiwan for each one. And I understand that today we have 35 participants who have traveled here from 18 countries around the world. The prize for the longest commute goes to our friend, Mr. Ito Journal, joining us all the way from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Mr. Journal. Welcome. These events have helped advance progress on issues of shared concern to us all, protecting our people from pandemic disease, improving energy security through technological innovations, and promoting economic opportunity and gender equality. These programs also demonstrate to the global community why Taiwan should be welcomed as part of the solution to these problems. Given its geographical position at the heart of Asia, its robust economic and people-to-people ties with all of your countries, and its own significant experience and demonstrated capacity. We continue to support Taiwan's meaningful and substantive contributions to the international community. In particular, the United States has welcomed Taiwan's participation as an observer at the past 8 World Health Assembly meetings. We look forward to Taiwan's continued participation at this important event. Our cooperation with Taiwan on global issues has now expanded outward to encompass more partners in more places around the world. As you can see, our aim is to provide more than technical expertise. Our goal is to create networks and to build bridges between Taiwan, Southeast and South Asia, the Pacific, the Caribbean, and beyond. We strongly believe this kind of cooperation will deliver tangible benefits to the global community and strengthen all of our mutual bonds. I thank our friends in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Health and Welfare, and particularly the Taiwan Centers for Disease Control for hosting us today. I thank our expert presenters based in Thailand who could be here today as well for their outstanding efforts. And we want to particularly recognize each of you who came here this week for your contributions and strong support for the international cooperation that is needed to make our world a better place to live. I wish you all a productive workshop and an enjoyable visit to Taiwan. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Moriarty. Now, please let's welcome the Vice President Chen Jianren to deliver his remarks.
Ambassador James Moriarty, Director Kim Moy, Minister without Portfolio John Tan, Minister Chen Shizhong, and Vice Minister Liu Li, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to join you at this today's opening ceremony. To all the participants, especially those who have come from a long way to be here, I extend a sincere welcome to you on behalf of our government and the people of Taiwan. I speak to you today as Vice President, but back in year 2003, I was still the health minister when the severe acute respiratory symptom SARS broke out in Taiwan. It was a pervasive disease, and through the experience of fighting SARS, we learned a most precious lesson that in order to fight infectious disease and ensure public health across the world, global cooperation is not just necessary, it is absolutely imperative. Dating back in year 2003, we thank the US CDC for sending a big delegation to Taiwan to help us to control the SARS outbreak. At that time, Taiwan was not an observer, of course not a member of WHO. We asked for help from WHO. Unfortunately, they did not send any delegates here. And thanks to the US CDC, we sent a big delegation to Taiwan. And I was told by the former Minister of Health and Human Services, Mr. Tommy Thompson, and he told me that the cooperation between US and Taiwan in this control of SARS indeed a great contribution to Taiwan and also in the United States. I was told by him that this the SOP of SARS outbreak control in the USA was written down by the delegation sent to Taiwan. So I would like to mention this story to indicate that it is very important to have an international cooperation in order to promote this infectious disease control, especially to promote the global health. It's a kind of win-win policy. So I really thank this US CDC and of course the US government to collaborate with Taiwan on this GCTF, Global Cooperation and Training Forum. It is very important. And it is also imperative, and after 3 successful workshops on dengue, MERS, and Zika, there was no question that we will continue. Each year, mosquito-borne disease like malaria and dengue kill as many as 750,000 people. That makes mosquito the deadliest pest on our planet. While dengue and chikungunya continue to threaten Asian countries, the Zika virus first appeared in Brazil in April 2015, then spread rapidly to countries in South America, North America, and the Caribbean, and now in Asia. Unless all countries are equipped to rapidly diagnose and treat the infected, and these diseases may well become another pandemic, such as SARS, with a terrible human toll. Such are the stakes we are dealing with here now. And we are delighted that this training workshop has brought together 35 laboratory professionals from 18 countries. You will be learning from highly experienced experts, sharing your own experiences, and learning the latest technology. When President Tsai and I took office last year, we wanted to adjust Taiwan's foreign policy to put renewed focus on creating tangible mutual benefits for people in Taiwan and our partner countries. In this regard, you can hardly do better than bringing nations together to combat threats to public health. Allow me to express my deep appreciation to the U.S. government and the AIT, our government colleagues, all the participating countries, and to all of you here. I assure you that Taiwan will continue to be an indispensable partner to the international community in preventing disease and safeguarding public health. And I wish all of you not just a successful workshop, but also a fantastic stay here. And I would like to especially welcome Ambassador Moriarty. That's just as Confucius said, 有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎. How happy we are to have a friend come from the long distance to Taiwan. So I would like to welcome Ambassador Moriarty for your coming and for your support of this GCTF. I think it's very important, and we will continue to contribute to this global health through this kind of effort. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. And now we'll be taking a few photos before the ceremony concludes. Please listen to my directions as you proceed to the front stage for group photos. First, I'd like to invite all 35 participants of the workshop to the stage. All participants, please hurry down to the stage. Thank you. Next group of guests, please follow our staff to the front of the stage. Thank you. VIP guests in the front row, please move to your assigned seats. Thank you.